Today's video is dedicated to your biggest style challenges. Over on Instagram this week, I asked to submit something that you're struggling with styling in your wardrobe, and I'm going to be sharing how I would personally style it or ways that you maybe haven't thought of before. I have lots of examples, so let's just get started. I'm definitely not going to get through everything that was submitted. I got way more responses than I was anticipating, but if you'd like to see part 2 or a reoccurring series of this here on my channel, then let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you have any other style challenges, let me know down in the comments and I'll include those in future videos. The first thing I wanted to talk about is jumpsuits because I can totally relate to this. She said, I want to love them, but I can't help but feel like an oversized toddler in them, which made me laugh. So definitely wanted to start off with that one. When it comes to jumpsuits, I think you definitely have to do them right. And what I would say would be a really great look and to step very far away from an oversized toddler is, for one, pairing them with a heel. It doesn't have to be a super high heel, but giving yourself a lift like that will definitely, for one, create a more like womanly look. Definitely not toddler look. And it will also really lengthen your legs, which I think is one of the pros of going with a jumpsuit because you can really emphasize lengthening your legs to look a little bit taller. And another style thing that you can look for, and another tip to elevate the look of a jumpsuit, is to get one that's a little bit more fitted. And because you're covering a little bit more skin, if you're going with a long pant jumpsuit, then go ahead and show off your arms more. So whether you look for a jumpsuit that has a little bit of a lower cut to, again, not look like a toddler in them, or some sort of fun neckline or some sort of fun back, whatever you're confident showing off, definitely highlight that area. And one more style tip when it comes to jumpsuits is, I would say, stay away from patterns and prints. I feel like the solid colors, you can still have fun with color, like going with a red or something like that, but I would stay a little bit further away from prints, especially anything like polka dots or things like that, because they can definitely look more youthful. Next style challenge is denim shorts, and I feel like a couple years ago I could definitely relate to this one as well because I didn't love denim shorts. Through the years, through like high school and college, I would purchase like multiple shorts every single season because it was kind of like I was never satisfied with the ones that I had. They were either too like fitted in the leg, or they rolled weird, or whatever they were. They just weren't doing my body justice, so I was always like repurchasing, looking for a better option, until I discovered the A Goldie denim shorts. I think in 2019 is when I got my pair. And that kind of changed the game for me when it came to denim shorts. And I haven't purchased any others ever since. So I would say, for one, if you find yourself in a similar situation where you aren't confident in the denim shorts that you have, I would say look for a different style. And it might take some trial and error. I actually have an old video here on my channel trying a bunch of jean shorts. I'll link that down below if you're curious. I'm not sure if those styles are still available, but with that trial and error, I was definitely able to be like, yes, the A Goldie for me were worth that price point, and I haven't really looked back. When it comes to styling them, I feel like you could go a couple different ways. For one, don't overthink just pairing it with basic tops, things like a nice white t-shirt and then playing with your accessories or playing with your bag, even some like white sneakers. You can definitely go casual with denim shorts. That's really their overall vibe. But if you want to give it a little more oomph or like a little more style, I feel like it would look great with adding some blazers. Just keep in mind the length of your blazer. I feel like unless it's a really long blazer, if it looks like you're not wearing pants from the back, I would say that's not a great look. But going with something that's maybe the length of your shorts or where they can kind of barely peek through would be a good option. I love to wear my jean shorts early in the fall season when it's still a little warm, but I'm ready to kind of start transitioning. I like to pair oversized sweaters with denim shorts and kind of do a front tuck. I do think the front tuck is still very helpful when it comes to styling because it keeps your shape a little bit more, but you don't have to look like you're fully tucked in. It gives it a little more of a casual vibe. And another thing I learned with trying different denim shorts is to don't be afraid to experiment with the size that you are trying because you can definitely get different looks out of them. I personally do not like fitted shorts whatsoever, especially if they're fitted through the leg. If they look like they were jeans that were kind of cut, if they're giving that shape, where they're fitted, I personally just did not feel confident in them and didn't like that look. So if you are finding shorts are kind of giving you that same experience, maybe try the next size up, because I do think a little bit of a roomier short is much more flattering. If you're not fully confident in the length of your denim shorts, because I know that can be another issue if you're looking for something that's a little bit longer, I have seen that Goldie, which is my favorite for shorts, has come out with a longer hemline, so that's definitely one to consider. Again, going with something a little bit looser in the leg does make it look a little more flattering, but another option is to layer a longer piece over top of that. So that's where I would look for kimonos or cardigans, things like that, because you'll get a little more coverage out of it. So that's definitely another option as well. The next style challenge is form-fitting dresses. And again, I can relate to this one. I, in the past, haven't been super confident dressing in more bodycon or fitted silhouettes. And I wouldn't say that's still like my typical go-to, but I'm definitely not as fearful as I once was. For one, I don't typically wear black, and I do think that black is the best color to go with more form-fitting dresses, or at least something very dark, like a very dark chocolate or a dark wine color. Those darker colors are definitely going to hide anything that you're not necessarily wanting to highlight, and I feel like overall just look a little bit better in my opinion. But I also think that you really have to understand your body shape a little bit better to feel more confident in them as well. So for me, I know personally I have a very short waist, and for the longest time I didn't really understand what that meant. And so when I would try something that didn't necessarily flatter my short waist or my short torso, I thought it was like my body's problem, because a lot of times I would get like my hips would just protrude, and I would feel self-conscious about that because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do I need to lose weight? But now I have fully just learned so much about my body type, and no, it's not like a weight thing. It's just how my body is shaped, because I feel like even if I lost 10 pounds, I would still have the same issue because I still anatomically have a short waist. So I've definitely learned what works with that and what doesn't. So I would take a look at something that talks about body types. Now, I don't agree with rules when it comes to that, but I can definitely share things that I do like and don't like because of my body type, and that will be different for everyone. And I think I might do a video on that, so let me know if that's something that you'd like to see, specifically my body type, because that's really where I have obviously learned to style it a lot better. So if you're a fellow short waist girly, let me know if you want to see that video. Got a little on a tangent there, but form-fitting dresses, again, I feel like knowing your body type and knowing what you're confident in definitely helps. And I also think that the material makes a difference too. So if you find something that has a little bit of ruching on the sides, that will probably help boost your confidence there, because again, it's not going to show everything. I'm also looking for materials that apply a little more compression to them. I know I feel more confident in those materials that are a little bit thicker. If it's a very thin, like stretchy material, that's just not gonna flatter most bodies unless you're wearing shapewear underneath. So if you're interested in shapewear, I will link my favorite one down below. Again, I have learned even with shapewear, my body type can affect that. So I'll link the one that I recommend down below. And overall, if you're still not confident in the form-fitting dresses, what I would do is add a layer to it. So adding a blazer. I know I feel a little more confident when I feel like people aren't just like staring at my butt. I don't know, it's just like a mental thing. But yeah, just adding that blazer, adding a cardigan, adding those layers over top can definitely help too. Next style challenge is dresses with booties. So I honestly now don't style longer dresses with booties. I feel like it kind of cuts off my leg a little bit, so I do prefer, if I'm wearing a midi or a maxi length, I usually always go with a tall boot, and I love that look for fall and winter because I personally love dresses year round. So that's definitely where I lean with the longer dresses. But when it comes to short dresses with booties, if you're struggling there, I know with my body type, again, this is what works for me. I typically like a shorter ankle bootie versus something that's going up the leg, because I feel like the higher booties kind of cut me off. And I know this looks great on some people and some body types, but not great on everyone. So I feel like I have a bootie in my wardrobe. Let me grab it. So this bootie in my wardrobe, I feel like you cannot go wrong with pairing this with any short dress. I feel like it will look great. This is very low profile on the ankle. The cutout on the side is also a great way to kind of add some length to the bottom of your ankle as well. So I think overall look for a bootie like this and you can't go wrong. If you do want to do a taller shafted bootie, what I would say is go with something in a lighter color. Again, this is just my personal style preference, but I actually don't even own a black bootie, I believe. I think I have one, but I don't wear them very often because, again, that contrast, I mean, I'm very fair skin, so you're creating a contrast when, you know, you're showing a lot of leg, and so it's likely to cut you off. So if you go with something lighter, I love white booties. If you don't know how to style white booties, I will link my guide to styling them down below. Or this like beautiful blush color, which is definitely like kind of more of a skin tone color on me. I think this would be a good option too. The next style challenge is white pants. And again, I think this can really come into play if you don't have the right white pants for either your body type or just in general. So if they are too sheer, if they're showing the pockets through, if they just don't look right through the leg, that's gonna really shine through in the outfit, and it's probably creating a little bit of decreased confidence with the overall look. But personally, I feel like white jeans are one of the most versatile pieces that you can have in your wardrobe. I wear mine year round. I even love them fall and winter. I love just lighter colors in general. And I just find them to be more versatile and easier for me to style than a darker denim. So what you're pairing it with, I really wouldn't overthink it except for certain instances. But I feel like white is a neutral. It's gonna go with everything pretty much. You can pair it with literally any color and it will look great. Now, some things to consider with that is if you're doing something high contrast again, because I know for me and my body type, I wouldn't wear like black and white, especially with my shorter torso, because that will likely show an imbalance a little bit more. I have two pairs of white jeans that I absolutely love. One is a skinny version, and I do have a coupon code for that, 10% off, that I will put in the description box below. And then I have a cropped version as well, and I live in both. Both have been a great investment in my wardrobe. I will say the cropped version is a little bit thinner, so keep that in mind with sizing. That's another style tip. When it comes to white pants, don't be scared again to size up, because I feel like they are more flattering if they're not skin tight, especially like through the knee area, you know? I feel like it looks weird if you can like see the dimples in your knee when you're standing straight. So definitely another style tip to try out is consider sizing up in your white pants. I think they look so much better and they're less likely to show everything. Also, definitely make sure that you have good neutral undergarments, something in your skin tone. I have a seamless, I'll call her back. I just closed out on my mom. Okay, I can't do that. I'll be back. Okay, turns out she did not mean to call me, so we're all good. The next style challenge is bodysuits, which I thought was interesting because I wear bodysuits all the time, but I again could see how they could be a little bit of an issue depending on what you're pairing with them down below and the sizing and all the things. So let's get into it. So with bodysuits and with my personal style, I essentially just use them as a layering basic because for one, they're nice and fitted. They won't be like coming out if you tuck them in. Obviously you have to wear them tucked in. Please wear them tucked in. Okay. I personally very rarely button them. So I normally just like make sure they're tucked in the back and like kind of push them where they're supposed to be, but I don't like restrict myself to having them fastened. I haven't found that it's actually necessary unless I'm wearing a white pant or something a little bit lighter on the bottom. So I find that is much more comfortable because first I was like, heck to the no, am I gonna own bodysuits? Because I don't need that business up there, you know? I know a lot of people wear them on their own. It's just like a tucked tank top, but that's really not what I'm the most confident in. Again, especially like with my shorter torso, I think I need a layer over top because otherwise I typically pair them with higher rise pants and that can really cut off my waistline. I haven't had low rise jeans in since high school, so I don't even know how that would look necessarily. But yeah, I always end up wearing them with higher waisted pants, or at least a mid-rise pant. So just use these as basic pieces in your wardrobe. I wear them a lot with blazers when I create workwear looks. I wear them a lot with, you know, cardigans, kimonos, and things like that, especially for the fall and winter season. Even sometimes I'll wear them as like an underlayer shirt, like under a sweater or something like that, if I need like a warmer base layer. So I even wear them even if you can't see them sometimes. If you're still not sure like what's going on, then maybe take a look at how the material is. If it's thinner, or if it's a white that's not as opaque and a little bit's coming through, that may be giving you a little hesitation or a little lack of confidence with wearing it. So consider that material and try to get something a little bit thicker. I love the express bodysuits, especially the silkier ones, because they're easier to dress up, but they're also double lined in the front, so I find them to be very flattering. And with bodysuits, something I have to also keep in mind is the bra that I wear with them, because some bras can look a little funky underneath since it is very form-fitting. So I do have a strapless bra, and I typically only wear that if I'm wearing a little bit more of a darker colored bodysuit with white. Sometimes it can just look a little off. I'll link the strapless bra that I like down below, but I usually wear my Spanx bra with the bodysuits because they have a thicker, really smooth strap. It doesn't have any adjustments on it, so you're not getting like the buckle in the back either. It's just very smooth. So definitely keep in mind the bra that you're wearing underneath bodysuits. And then other than that, have fun with it. I've seen so many variations to this. Like in the beginning, they were all just pretty much basic tank tops, but now you can find them with really interesting necklines and things like that. My personal favorite is a high neckline, again, because I have a shorter torso. That helps to lengthen my torso a little bit. So I typically stay away from the lower cut ones because, again, if I have a short torso, the eye is going here, that's really cutting me off. So again, having that understanding of your body type and what you're confident in can definitely help with a lot of these too. The next person has a couple different ones, so I'm just going to quickly run through these. First one is black stiletto booties. I don't have any black stiletto booties in my wardrobe. Again, I found them kind of limiting, but what works well with them, I think, are a skinny black pant, because it really just lengthens your leg. So if you're doing like a faux leather legging, or, you know, some sort of legging, I would say a faux leather would probably be the better option, or like a very thick black legging, just to kind of go with the stiletto that you're pairing it with. That will be a really great kind of like magic outfit to really lengthen your legs, especially if you're petite. And then they also look great paired with like flared pants as well, so you don't necessarily see the booty part, but you can see the stiletto heel with them, and again, that will also really lengthen your legs. Next one is Hunter rain boots, and I really haven't reached for my Hunter rain boots in a very long time, and truly when I actually wore them, it was just to like get in and out of, you know, say it was raining going into work, and I parked in a very, you know, large like health facility, so I had to walk pretty far in the rain. So I would just wear them like with my dress slacks and kind of change once I got into work. So I really use them as like a useful item versus a stylish item, because I found them very clunky if I wore them like to the mall or something like that. Like they would definitely get very heavy over time. But I know in the past I have styled them with dresses and really just more tight fitting pants. Like if we're going to be tucking them into the Hunter rain boots, definitely do something like a jegging or something really fitted, because I think it looks very distracting if you go with a bunchier pant or something that's bunching, because they are a very like chunkier boot. And the last one is cowboy boots, and I think was this in like the worst fashion trends? I don't know. I remember talking about cowboy boots. I don't think it was in that video, but maybe it was, and saying like it definitely wasn't my style, but I am much more open to it this year. I actually bought one, like a bootie version, in the Nordstrom sale. And I think with this trend, like most people pair the cowboy boots with dresses, like think Taylor Swift era, which, man, those were the good old days. The good old days. I used to even wear my cowgirl boots with dresses all the time. If you want to do something a little more sophisticated, if you feel like the dresses and cowboy boots are a little too youthful for what you're going for or what you're wanting out of the look, I would say going with a fitted monochromatic look. So if you're doing like a very fitted like black pant with a black bodysuit, I I think that would be a really good look and kind of unexpected when it comes to the cowboy boots, and make them a little more sophisticated and sexy versus youthful. All right, I got a lot of these, so I definitely had to address this in this video. And a lot of you are fellow millennials like me, struggling with the straight leg jeans, or really anything outside of skinny jeans. So let's talk about that. I myself have really kind of struggled to get out of my skinny jean look. I still wear skinny jeans, like you wear whatever you're comfortable in, but I have definitely incorporated some more straighter styles into my everyday wardrobe. Last winter, I went through a period of time where I was trying on a ton of different straight leg jeans. It was actually like a series on my TikTok even. So it took a lot of trial and error to figure out what style I liked, and I don't love the 90s baggy look. It's just too hard. It's just like, and when I mean hard, I don't mean like difficult. I mean like it's too much for me, really. So the pair that I recommend if you are also not as confident outside of your skinny jeans is going with a slim straight. This will still give an updated feel, but still be a little more tailored and fitted. And really you can style them the exact same way. So I will link the pair that I got from Madewell down below. They are an amazing pair of jeans, very comfortable. I did personally size down in them, so I got a 27 in mine. Hopefully I can find them still available, but that would be my tip, is to go with a slim straight to kind of open yourself up to trying new jean styles. If you are wanting to go more all in and go with something a little bit looser, again, I think knowing your body type for one, to know what inseam you need. I learned the hard way that Abercrombie ultra high-rise jeans are not for me. I actually did a full video trying like almost 10 different pairs of Abercrombie jeans. I'll link it down below if you want to see how those worked out for me. But with that video, I learned that I cannot do the ultra high rise because of my short torso. So they're actually having a jean sale right now. So if you are wanting jeans, everything's 30% off, free shipping and free returns right now, which very rarely happens with Abercrombie. So I did order the 90s straight jean in the low rise. Now don't be scared, because again, I'm a millennial, I get it, we don't like low rise jeans. The Abercrombie low rise jeans aren't the typical low rise that give you like the muffin top that where your underwear is poking out, you know. They're really, on me and my short torso, they're more like a mid-rise jean. So I ordered those to try, and sometimes you might need to size down in those styles because they are a little bit looser. Just be mindful of the inseam really and figure out what you look and feel more confident in. And if you are going with something baggier, definitely balance it out with a more fitted top on the top. So whether that's a bodysuit or something that you can tuck in, a blouse, something like that, don't go too baggy because then you get kind of lost in it. Someone said leather leggings, and I have styled them so many times here on my YouTube channel, my blog, and in my LTK. So I wanted to quickly just mention this for you. I will link to some resources down below because again, I have so many in my LTK. If you just search leather leggings, it will pull all of the outfits that I have linked in there. I have 2 or 3 Spanx videos styling them here as well, so I'll link those down below. So I definitely have a lot of resources already available for you. But my personal go-to with leather leggings is to do a knee-high boot with an oversized sweater. That's really like my go-to. Very simple, but it's still comfy cute, which is totally my vibe. The next style challenge is athleisure in public, and I think this depends on your area. So here in the US, athleisure is just like an everyday lifestyle. Like it's definitely less common to wear athleisure in public or leggings in public in Europe. So it definitely depends on where you are and really even like what city you're in the US. I have no problem wearing like booty boost leggings and a cute little workout top and running to Target. What I would recommend with the athleisure in public is to go with a jogger or something different. It doesn't have to be leggings. It doesn't have to be biker shorts. Although, you know, Princess Diana rocked her some biker shorts and oversized t-shirts, and she kind of made that kind of like, I mean, I know biker shorts are having their moment, but definitely more of like a classic trend than it probably would have been if she did not wear that. But finding a jogger that you feel confident in, keep in mind the materials. If it's a little bit thicker, like more of a sweatpant material, I find those to be a little more flattering and a little more chic. I have a pair in beige from Lululemon that I don't mind wearing out, and I'll usually do like my Adidas Ultra Boost, and then I'll wear like a bodysuit with it and like a denim jacket over top. I've done that to like be comfy and cute, like running errands or traveling in. I would also recommend, if you did not pick up the cozy wrap that I raved about during the Nordstrom sale, that's something that's available year round, and I think that's an amazing athleisure piece because you can wear it open and it gives, you know, waterfall look. It's a sweatshirt material, but it doesn't look like a sweatshirt, so I feel like it's a little more elevated. You can wear it closed, you can wear it open, so it definitely gives you multiple options. If you want to do something cute too, you could even find like a cute hat that you feel comfortable in, and I think that will kind of go with the overall look of athleisure in public. So hopefully that gave you some different ideas. The next style challenge is off the shoulder tops, because you feel very broad when you wear them, and I again can completely relate because I do have a little bit more of a broad shoulder, so totally feel you there. And I think when you're going with something straight across with a ruffle, it's definitely going to add more volume to the top there. What I do, like when I had longer hair, I feel like I was a little more comfortable going with off the shoulder because my hair kind of broke up where the eye was going, which was, you know, creating a more like a V shape. So if you have longer hair, I feel like that's one way to kind of hide through that there. But I would say to try, like, you don't have to go all in on the off the shoulder, but try like a one shoulder or something like that. So you can still have fun like with frilly tops or something a little bit sexier for like date night, but it will have a different shape to your shoulders where instead of like cutting you straight across. But I mean, this is like an instance where sometimes, like depending on your body type, it may not be the best option for your body type. So you can't also force a situation that you just don't feel confident in. So yeah, that's one where I kind of feel like that might not be a silhouette that works for everyone. All right, next someone said a silk scarf because you feel like an old lady in them. I don't want any older women to take any offense to that, but I totally understand what she means by that. And I'm not sure if you mean like a squared silk scarf, but I just got this little twilly is what they're called, which is just so cute. I just got it in and I need to cut off the little tag on it. So with these, if you're feeling a little old lady, I would say this style is definitely easier to style. For one, you don't have to worry about folding it correctly. You don't have to worry about it like kind of unwrapping because it is a very silky material. It's silk, so it will just move a lot more. So I do think something like a twilly is much easier to style. And some ways to make it unique and different. I feel like for one, this trend is coming back because coastal grandma is kind of coming back. And I actually styled this in my loft try on haul with a striped shirt. I kind of just tied it loosely. So I didn't tie it up high, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like this. That's one way to wear it. Definitely more sophisticated look, which I think can give you a little bit of like the older woman vibe, but you can also drop it down lower so it's more like kind of like a replace of a necklace like that. I'm wearing a collared shirt, so I think it would even look cute under the collar. The shirt a little bit more. I'm just like freestyling this, so we're just gonna see. You can even double knot it. I feel like that's kind of cute. I bought this, it will be cute in like ponytails, things like that. But another way that I feel like is very chic to wear it is actually like on your arm, like a bracelet. So you would just wrap it around. I like it a little bit closer, so I'd kind of keep it pretty close together. So then you can wear it on your wrist like that. And then hey, if you needed it, you could pull it up, put it in your hair. So I feel like that's a very chic way to wear it, especially like if you're wearing a longer shirt, it can kind of just peek through, or if you're wearing it with a blazer. And then I also bought this to go on handbags. So I think this is very versatile and fun. I'm not sure if you meant like the squared silk scarves, but you could totally do the same thing. But I do think this, because it's skinnier, is just much easier and versatile. Hopefully this gave you some new fresh ways to look at some pieces that you may have a little more difficulty styling in your wardrobe. I didn't even get through half of your responses, so if you want to see part 2 to this or see more of these types of videos here on my channel, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Thursday with a new video.